So welcome to this video. Today we are going to apply for a job at Microsoft. I'm going to run you through the process, a step-by-step guide, right? So the most authentic way of applying for any job or for any company is to apply through their website. I'm going to search for Microsoft Careers, right? I get the link to the career site. I click on that link. Now I talk about what. So I accept the cookies. I talk about what Microsoft talks about working where. If you're a student, you need to click here for student opportunities. If you're an experienced professional, you need to apply here. You can also read some stories from Microsoft. These are essentially stories that the company would want you to know about the learning, add growth at the company to create their employer brand. These are all stories that do that. So Microsoft is again really upfront about the reviews that they have on Glassdoor. 4.4 is a very good rating, I would assume, right? The interview experience is slightly negative or neutral. See, we should not believe too much on the negative or neutral interview experience because these are rated by people who gave the interview, and any company that has a long rejection percentage will typically have a bad interview experience, right? Because people came here for a job. If they don't find a job, they're going to blame the system for it. I'm not saying that it has happened for Microsoft. I'm saying that this can typically happen for companies that have a high rejection rate. Right? I can search based on professions or I can search based on locations. Professions is the field that you want to apply for, and locations is of course location. Right? So if we are in India, we're going to look at what are the open positions in India. Seems they have 5 offices in India: Bangalore, Gurgaon, Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Noida. Bangalore office has maximum positions. Sorry, Hyderabad has maximum positions. Let us look at what are the positions that they have. Instruction scheduler, senior operations program manager, senior program manager, site reliability engineer. You can click on see all Hyderabad job opportunities. There are also testimonials about employees working in Hyderabad, right? So in this filter, only jobs from Hyderabad are shown. Let me remove these filters and see that there are total of 421 jobs in Microsoft in India as on 18 September 2022 at 2:52 p.m. Right now, right, I'm assuming somebody who wants to work at Microsoft does not have a location constraint and is willing to relocate. If you have a location constraint, so for example, if you're in Hyderabad or in Bangalore and you want to work in that city, you can simply put those filters here, right? You can also filter based on your professions. Let me put some random titles here. Right, so these are 62 jobs that I came across. Now let us look at any job to see what all does Microsoft ask for when applying for a job, right? This talks about travel, how much travel is there, IC role. You need to read it a bit to understand the role better and not apply for irrelevant jobs, because see, it will anyways take you minimum 10 to 15 minutes to research any job, right? To come to any jobs page, right? And if you invest 10 more minutes in it to apply, I think it's prudent of you to evaluate whether you are relevant for that job or not. If you're not, you should save your 10 minutes and move to a different job, right? So just read through the job descriptions carefully. The job description would talk about what so Microsoft are different business. This position is about Microsoft's cloud business. So you will get to know about the vision of the business division that you're applying for in the first two paragraph. The next para would be responsibilities. What would your responsibilities be in the role? Next would be qualifications. Qualifications are segregated into required qualifications and preferred qualifications. Required qualifications are must for this role. If you do not qualify them, then you will most likely not be considered for the job. Preferred qualifications are not mandatory but are preferred, right? So even if you don't, fulfill these requirements, it is okay to apply, right? And talks about benefits and perks. This is general for all positions at Microsoft, and you'll see them in all jobs. Right, that's it. Let us also apply to this job to find out if and Microsoft replies. Uh, if they reply, I'm also going to update you how soon did they apply, and I'm going to rate the Microsoft job experience. My experience on a 10-point scale. Okay, I'll sign in with Google. You take any email ID. You could have also chosen to sign in using Microsoft or any other thing. So I need to create a profile. It has taken it from my Gmail ID that I logged in. Select my, I'm going to click on create. There seems to be some error. Let me look if, let me see if I job that I look for is there in the saved job. So this is probably one feedback that I have for Microsoft Careers page. So you know which job I view, and I think it would be much better if you could tell me what job that was and give it as a recommended job. Click on Bangalore. I want to go to a central page. I'm going to explore. On this page, I'm going to remove the filter of locations. Only keep India, and in discipline, I'm going to select, just for the sake of example, I'm going to look at that stuff. You have a lot of, someone who is right now, you figure out any job, right? So let's say that come across this job. I'm assuming that you're going to read through the job description to apply for this.